Coach, why don't you start with an opening statement on the game?
Yeah, never in my career been prouder of a group of young men. We've been banged up for weeks now and got guys not playing, and then just the next guy stepped up today. But these young men proved what happens when you dial it in for a week and you've got a week of great focus and a week of great practice, and then we just turned around, put it over into today's game. Spencer, we scored first, which was big. We were winning at halftime, which is big. Even when they scored in the second half and got the two-point conversion, I didn't get real worried because I knew we were going to play well in the second half.
Going up against one of the best rushing defenses in the conference. They allow a season-high 265 yards that you guys gained. Why were you able to have that sort of success?
This guy right here, and then those the six offensive linemen in front of him blocking, and those two tight ends. We knew it was our good against their good today. This guy right here helped us out. 13 completions, 3 touchdowns. So he kept them on their heels, and then we just knew that our run game was going to be really good today.
What did you see from the guy on your left, Jackson Berry, at the quarterback spot?
I saw a leader. So I saw a guy bounce back from some adversity and have a really good week of practice, and then come into today and lead. Be a good leader, good football player, good quarterback.
What did you see from your defense today, particularly in that first half?
Our defense was really good today, unless they were coming off of prosperity. Unless we had done something really good, that they were really good today. 42-21. In 2024, you cannot get mad at a defense that only gives up 21 points. It doesn't matter how it happened. Guys, you hold them to under 30 against these spread, no-huddle teams. You've done a nice job. You
had the 8-point lead at the half. What'd you tell your team in the locker room?
Not to give up a touchdown, a 2-point conversion on the first drive of the game. That's what I told them. I told them that it was our half. That it was our half, and that we had earned this, and that if we were better than them for the next hour and a half, we were going to be 1-0 today, and that's all that mattered.
Targi, kind of feels like Groundhog's Day that we're here asking you about another big rushing game, particularly in the second half for you when you really got a lot of your yards. What changed for you?
Really just the defense started to wear down. The offensive line picked it up. We knew that they were getting tired just coming out here from Kentucky, and we just play harder in the second half, and that was our main goal.
You've had a steady rotation of 5 or 6 guys up front. How great is your guys' chemistry right now in the run game?
Oh, it's great. I love them boys, and they love me, and I do it for them. They do it for me.
What did you see from your backfield mate Braden Whistler today?
Oh, we came and he stepped up. Had great runs. Took the pressure off me a little bit, so that was great.
When you don't get going maybe the way you want to in that first quarter, what's your mentality to just keep pushing and keep going forward as the game progresses?
To stay patient, let the game come to me, and it will. I know the offensive line is going to do their job for 4 quarters, hopefully, and I can back them up. So I knew it was going to break, and just stay patient and stay humble.
Jackson, you get the start today for the first time in a few weeks. What was your mindset, and how do you feel like you played today?
Yeah, just had to step up really and do my 111 for the team, honestly. Step up, be the leader I am, execute, be decisive, play fast, and the team played great around me. So.
And Jackson, you guys scored 5 touchdowns in the red zone today against the top 10 FCS red zone defense. What were you guys able to do to be so successful in the red zone?
Yeah, like Coach said earlier, just preparation during the week, over and over, execution over and over, the details, being dialed in, and then we come out and get the same looks in the game in the red zone. We already capitalized earlier in the week, so we did the same thing today.
And then, Coach, going back to that strong start, was that fake punt looked like it really sparked both sides of the ball there? Was that something that was drawn up for this week particularly, or just a chance that you guys had on a 4th and short?
Yeah, I think we told the players on Tuesday or Wednesday, Coach McClure and I told the players on Tuesday or Wednesday that it was getting called. Almost called it on the first punt, but we were waiting. We had seen on film that we could get that play on them, and we were waiting for them to run the punt return out.
Jackson, after not seeing too many snaps the past couple weeks, did you enter this game with kind of an extra sense of pressure to succeed, or maybe an extra sense of pressure to prove yourself?
I don't know if pressure is the right word that I felt, but I just wanted to make sure I came out here, was dialed in, was a leader, and led the team to a W by any means possible. So I didn't really feel any pressure. I just came out, like I said, try to do my thing, and the team played great. Defense, O-line, running backs, receivers, coaches were dialed in, everybody was dialed in. So,
what did you in the offense, what do you think when you see that fake punt work out and realize you're going to go back on the field?
Yeah, just calm back down. I mean, it's an exciting play. Calm back down. We're in the red zone, so it's time to execute even more. It's going to happen a little bit faster down in there in the red zone, so just really dial it back in. I mean, we have an opportunity to score because our punt team set us up, so have to capitalize.
You guys have had some injuries in the wide receiver room, but Devin Downing caught his first touchdown of the year. Shane Carr had one as well. What do you feel like you're getting out of that room right now?
A bunch of guys just hungry, ready for they want the ball. They come to work every single day. Even those guys that were sitting on the bench behind a Mark or a Zach, I mean, they were still great options. They were still showing up to practice, making great plays, so we have full confidence in them.
Is it more fun for you to drop a dime for a touchdown or just hand it to Targi and watch him run wild?
I show up to Targi every other drive, look at him and say, take us to the promised land, and then I throw one to Shane. So either way we score, I mean, it's good for me.
Coach, can you talk about the wide receiver room, what you saw from those guys today?
Same thing. Hey, we're down. We'll get a player or two back over the bye week, but we're down a lot of players in our top 3 receivers, and that next group has stood up and really been big. 2 out of the last 3 weeks that they were big at Austin Peay 2 weeks ago, they were big today. Unselfish young men that block really hard for our offense in the run game, and then when their number gets called, they made plays today.
Do you feel like your offensive coordinators called enough power plays today?
If there was one play called today that wasn't power, then offense coordinator's wrong.
Coach, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got a couple for this guy to my right here. I took this job and I got told that nobody would ever break Zed Robinson's rushing record, and we are 650 yards away from breaking the all-time rushing record at Juice University, and we got to go get that. Really proud of these young men. We'll practice 3 days this coming week and come off of them a little bit and be fresh-legged going into Georgia 2 weeks from now. And as long as we don't do the whole Idaho State trick and think that we've arrived and we're too good to go play somebody, we've got a chance to put ourselves back in this conference title race.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all. Go Thunderbirds.